What's going on, world? It's your boy at Big Game James _36. This is Big Games BS, presented by Den Media Group, brought to you by AlphaMaleJacks.com. Perfect AlphaMaleJacks.com moment right here. Lot of hormonal men are out here today. Be careful. This is a week, especially if you're in Big Three Twitter. Florida, their season is tanking. So you got guys who are the voice of their respective sports programs that are, that are coming in and they're becoming woke. It's amazing what sports can do. Like, I'm me 24/7, whether it's some issues going on or whatever. I got time. I can multitask. Anybody who can identify a blitzing linebacker or a blitzing corner or a blitzing safety while other people are moving in front of them, while gauging their speed and you're running full speed, to be able to make a block or to be able to catch a ball, you're able to track the flight trajectory, the speed, all these different things, when you got to put your hands up, knowing what the coverage is, knowing what the formation is. Anybody who can do that shit, you know what else you can do? You can multitask. You can see, oh man, the world's fucked up, and oh, Florida lost. People, when they're losing their arguments and they're getting their asses whooped, they all say, man, there's more important shit in the world. But when they win and when they on top, they all up in you, they all around you. They all trying to crack on you, but then they tell you, get some hobbies. Winning isn't everything. Blah, blah, blah. Scratch, blah, blah, blah. Yakety schmackety. People are already saying the non-greens are saying put them in. We got to do the drawing today. So they're like, put me in the draw. I told them the non-greens have until 10:15. So you can go out there, put this on your social media, say you have until 10:15 to put your name into the drawing for a pair of tickets. Yeah, it's $3.99, man. For a month.
Yeah, that's 4 free chances.
Damn it, man. But I said what I said. So you guys, you're cool. You have it till. I got you. I got you.
It's just the commitment that people are afraid of.
That's all it is, man.
I go through it too.
You know what? I had to break myself for that with Twitter X. Twitter's just too much fun. Like, people are like, if they charge $5, I'm not gonna pay for it. I said that, but then I was like, to be able to edit a tweet for up to 60 minutes, yo, that's worth this $5.99 by itself. I've been begging for that since Twitter started. You know how hard it is to delete a whole fucking tweet and then restart? Yeah, I'm like, yeah, we could have, Elon's finding the loopholes. But there's a lot of people who won't pay, but I'm like, come on, dog. But anyways, I say all this to say is just RJ Young needs alpha male. But here's what I noticed. I went through the Kane spaces. It's a very interesting world of people who call everybody broke and ask, why are you listening to a Kane space of a rival in the middle of the afternoon? No, bitch, why are you fucking hosting a space in the middle of the fucking afternoon? Like, what I want to know is, what do these people do for a living? Because I know why I don't host spaces, because there's no way I don't know how to monetize it yet. So I don't feel like doing that. And plus, I don't like rejection. I feel like I host a space and be like 4 motherfuckers show up, and I'd be like, damn, I don't want to do this shit no more, man. Fuck y'all. Barely show up for my own show. Plus, I talk 3 days a week. We've been doing close to 90 minutes. Shout out to everybody who's been watching the episodes, man. Appreciate that. The shit's been growing. We're 1 away from 80. You motherfuckers don't fuck with us like that to get us to 5,000 so we can give away 2 pairs of tickets. But whatever. You're getting money and tickets, like shit. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go listen to the Frasier of sports talk radio. And I'm telling you, I educate you guys. I give you strength. I give you empowerment. I tell y'all know more than what most of these motherfuckers know. Most of these motherfuckers don't know shit. I feel like Floyd Mayweather's uncle, when he used to be like, most people don't know shit about boxing. Most people don't know shit about football. Telling you wrong coverages, telling you somebody's open when they're not. I'm over here just trying to encourage people to have a good fucking time. What up? What up, RJ? Not RJ Young, but RJ Saunders. I always got to give my dog love. Did you tell Frangie what the fuck I said, RJ? I need you to go clip that, and I need you to play that shit to Frangie. Oh, well, now you not Terry. You know what, Terry? I'll put it like this. Terry, you get two spaces today. Terry just went on ahead and joined. All right, I'm gonna treat it like a church service. Thank you for your tithes and offerings. The Lord's gonna bless you, Terry. We're gonna give you two. We'll give you two spots in the thing. But I'm saying all that to say is I went on the spaces, and a lot of high pitched voices from grown ass men, which lets me know estrogen levels are elevated, testosterone levels are a little low. You need to go to alphamalejacks.com. Alphamalejacks.com will make a killing. You don't have to live in Miami to get to alphamalejacks.com. No. You just go to that website, type it in, go to the get more information thing, say Big Game sent you. Christina's gonna hit you up. You get a free consultation if you're over the age of 30. Actually, if you say Big Game sent you, you get a free consultation in general. Because it's a shame that some of you 20-year-olds are having low T, but that just lets me know you ain't getting no TNA. What happens is for men, free game by Big Game. Don't let these people, and we're gonna talk about Yvonne Orgy and some other stuff a little bit later. If you don't know who she is, that bitch fine. It's a damn shame that she's wasted her life. If you ain't fucking, you'll lose it. Dead the fuck serious. Like it's literally science. Like I get it. Y'all in the church and you read your Bibles. Put it like this. It's so important that the Bible dedicated a full fucking book in it. Song of Songs ain't nothing but softcore porn. Read that shit. They talking about drinking from her ocean and all this stuff. It's just poetry, but like, dog, we know what the fuck you talk about when you writing a love song. We've heard enough Joe. We've heard enough of these other singers. We know that shit. But if you're not fucking when you're young, your testosterone levels go down. If you're not fucking and working out, your T levels will drop. So what you need to do is if you're not fucking and working out, you need to come to Alpha Male Jacks. And if you are fucking and working out, come to Alpha Male Jacks so that you can fucking work out better. See? It's easy. It all works out. It's not even the blue chew stuff. Like that stuff might work, but like you really need to make sure your blood works good. You need to make sure a whole bunch of other different things are good. Because when you get older, like your pussy level should go down a little bit, but like the quality of pussy should go up, should increase. Like because you should have a little bit more money, you can make better choices. A lot of stuff can, like I was joking with the kids the other day. They threw a fuck. I was mad as fuck at them. I had to run them. They threw a party this past weekend. We lost, and these motherfuckers went and threw a house party. Apparently, it was a dope ass house party. It was massive. Everybody was talking about it on social media. But I said, "Why you gonna throw a house?" I said, "Y'all ain't had no hoes." Yes, I talked to the kids. Y'all don't talk to y'all kids for real. I talk to my kids like a guy who's been through some shit. And he was like, "Nah, coach, we had hoes. They was out there." I said, "They was ugly though." I said, "But don't worry about it. You young. Right now, you should get you some ugly hoes in your life, man. You'll appreciate the fine ones later on. Get your reps up. Get your reps up with the ugly ones. And then when you get the fine one, you'll know what to do. You don't want to go out there without any experience. And then like now you got a bad bitch and you don't know what the fuck to do with her. And now she talking about you. But testosterone is everything, man. But when I was in there in the chat, they were like, we want FSU fans to come in and we want them to talk. We're gonna talk trash. We're going back and forth. Every time they was getting their ass whooped in the space, you know what they immediately did? They muted everybody's mic. And then this is how I knew these are some young fans. And this is why I hate the young fans that don't appreciate the history. Like, bitch, you weren't even your daddy was in his daddy's sack the last time that Miami won a national when they were good, when they were the U. You over here talking about the U. Motherfucker said, who is Big Game James? I said, who is me? I said, me? I said, I'm the only motherfucker on this chat that actually scored a fucking touchdown in this rivalry. And then they was trying to rise. They were trying blah blah blah. I said, that's cool. Only one of us could Google each other. Like, actually, have you seen what was it Takeoff? One of them offs, one of them Migos. There's only two of them left now. Oh, Jesus. But I didn't mean it like that. But they did the thing. Yeah, rest in power. They did the thing with the white girl that be trying to make shit awkward. That tries to act like she doesn't know people.
Oh, that I came across one.
Oh man, he did her way better. He was just, yeah, he was like, he's like, come on, your people called me. Yeah, but I didn't know I had to Google you. Yeah, but you could Google a lot of me. I can't Google you. I had to search you on TikTok, but you'll get to Google one day. I said, yo, that was a crazy one. But anyways, go to alphamailejacks.com. Check that out. Get your stuff up. Today we are doing a drawing again for 2 tickets to November 11th game, the University of Miami versus Florida State. It should be a good game for one side. If it's a good game for both sides, then great. I'm predicting total and utter destruction. If you would like to go to that game and you are not a greenie, you have until 10:15 to be able to put your name on the list. Unless you're Terry Lord, you don't have to do that anymore, Terry. You're good to go, Terry. I think I saw somebody else. The problem is when you're not a greenie, we got to scroll. And like we've already gotten a lot of comments, and most of our comments are gone. I'm trying to see. Oh, no, Terry. It's Terry still. It's crazy because Terry's name changed. Like it went from white to green. Like if you go back, it's like white, but now it's green. It looks better that way. Aaron, you're green, bro. You can wait until the end. Like if you're a greenie, that means if you're a member, you can wait. If you type and you see green, you got a chance to wait. But we'll put the wheel of truth here. We already know who's gonna win. I mean, he'll get here eventually. But if when Ramon gets in, we know Ramon's gonna win. So like it's not even like I don't even know why everybody's really trying. He wins everything. And it is completely random. But I say all that to say is lot 19 is going to be jumping. Bring peace, or you'll see why peace is kept. A lot of people don't understand the amount of violence that it takes a violent man to be peaceful. So we would like to not that lot 19 is a long way up, but it's a short fall down. So like we will toss your ass off the top of lot 19. I have not changed the price yet. You have until I get to the house, probably about 1:00. When I get done doing all my YouTube shit, I'll go in there and change the price. It'll be $75. It's $50 right now. Today, if you're a member, actually, I'm just going to put it in the whole thing. I'm going to be doing my first film breakdown on the University of Miami. If you want to be in the StreamYard, make sure you go to the YouTube community. You'll see the link. All it does is ask you for like your email address and some other shit. So you can come in, ask questions, so that we can all kind of see what the University of Miami is talking about. For people who want to know what is it like to be an all-in member at the top of it. Some people haven't got a chance to fully appreciate it. I've always told people the real all-in, like the real benefits of being an all-in member come in February and March. So like if you can get to Las Vegas for the Super Bowl, I can't get you in the Super Bowl game, but trust me, you want to be partaking in the goddamn Super Bowl shit, parties and festivities. The game ain't even the fun part. Only reason I'm trying to go to the game this year is because I want to hear Usher, baby. And I want to know what his halftime show is going to be like. I want to know if he's going to go take Roger Goodell's wife and sing There Goes My Baby to her. Like, I want to see shit like that. But you got that, then the combine. Like, again, if you see like all the cool shit that I do, if you're an all-in member and you just happen to be hanging out with me, you get to go where I go. So last night, I was at, I forgot that I was supposed to be at the Florida Sports Hall of Fame. So no offense, Leroy Butler, Gold Jacket Leroy, who's just got inducted into the NFL Hall of Fame, is now in the Florida Sports Hall of Fame. And I also got a chance to meet Vince Carter. It was all you can. It's not all you can. It's really heavy hors d'oeuvres, but like it was like shrimp and grits, short ribs with not grits, mashed potatoes and gravy. They had an open bar. I think the white girl tried to give me I think she didn't try to slip me and Mickey. She just gave me a bunch of drink. So I had my one double, right? Double Jack. No, it was double Weller, excuse me. Double Weller. Apologize for that. I fucked up. And then I drank it, but then I was eating food. So I don't drink and eat food. My liquor. I was like, man, give me something. And I don't chase. But something savory. I need something sweet to refresh my palate. So give me a little bit of Coke, like soda, not the other stuff. She gave me the Coke. I drank it. The portly looking porcelain princess came back over there. It was like smiling at me. She's like, "Okay, you want me to refresh your drink?" I said, yeah, please, baby, I would love another. I'm parched. This bitch filled the cold cup up with Weller. And I was like, man, I said, baby, I wanted soda. I didn't need that yet. But now that you've poured it, it's disrespectful to take it back. So just leave it there. I just tried to drink it, but then I remember I got to go pick up my son for football practice. This could end bad. Downtown Jacksonville is hard to navigate, but I got a chance to meet some of my guys. I realized, so I'm not a small man, but when you meet your idol, like I grew up watching Vince Carter. Um, what's the other dude with he had a little patch in the middle of his head? Rasheed Wallace.
Yeah.
All those guys, those North Carolina teams that were just dominant and badass. Like that's who we wanted to be when I was like in the mid 90s. So when I see Vince Carter and I want to take a picture with him, but you think like you see 6'4", you see 6'6", and then they're around 7 foot guys. So you think that they're your height. You think they're normal. Man, I walk up on this motherfucker. I've never felt so short in my life. I was just like, yo, and then the way he put his, like, I'm like, hey, man. I started to say, hey, bro, like, chill how you put your hand on my shoulder, man. It was almost like, oh, like, nah, hey, cuz, chill out, man. I am not a grown boy. I am a grown ass man. But it was cool though. He was mad. It was mad cool, mad cool. Yeah, it was just like it's kind of cool. Then Leroy Butler, the original 3-6. Like he's a guy who I can only try to aspire to be like. Like he's in the community. He's really fucking good. He's a legend in Green Bay and he's a legend in Duval. He's a legend. He's a no legend. Like when people talk about no legends, everybody talks about the loud ones like Dion. But they don't realize we got some cold motherfuckers that just you'll forget that they was good because they just don't say shit. That part. What's wild is I was talking in this space, like he don't even claim FSU.
They said that about you?
No, they were saying that about Dion. Because their critique, they have no critique of the game. So they critique everything outside of the game. And they don't know who Jimmy Callaway is. So what Jimmy Callaway died, he used to be like our longtime legendary equipment manager. He has JC on all of the Colorado stuff in honor of Jimmy Callaway. So while you can say well, he's not wrong, he's not an alumnus. Well, technically, alumni graduated. He did not graduate from Florida State. He graduated from whatever the Chitlin place the Talladega Chitlin Academy or whatever the fuck it is. He graduated from there. And that's, he's not, but we all know Dion from whatever he does.
That makes what he said even more egregious. If your heart's still at FSU, you just said,
like he buried Bobby. He went to, like, he did one of Bobby's 5 funerals. Shout out to the old man, too. It's to get clicks. Yeah. That's why when Buddy said that shit, we don't do this. We do this to win games. We don't do this for clicks. And all the black people got mad. So all the black people got mad. Like, bitch, you shouldn't have been listening. Like, that's it. Dion say the same shit. Before his, Jesse been getting his ass whooped. So it doesn't work quite as well when you get your ass whooped. But I promise you, Dion is, at one point, he was being a preacher. He need to go back. Like, that man got y'all. Like, he got a, like, y'all gonna follow Dion to the depths of hell. Like, and I ain't got no problem with that. Do what you do. Damn, I thought it's in Miami Hate Week. We'll post some of this stuff with Bobby Bowden. Today is Bobby Bowden's birthday. So old man's gone. Miss him. Dope guy. I bet you Bobby, he wouldn't have said that shit if Bobby was alive. Bobby was shooting off the hip them last years, man. Bobby was hanging out with 4-5. Bobby didn't give a fuck what anybody said. Like, Bobby was just like, bitch, I see death around the corner. I'm finna say what up. Bobby would have probably been like, it wouldn't be no prime time without me, boy. And it was like, somebody put, like, Bobby said boy to me in one of the things. It's like, he called you a boy. I was like, bitch, I know what the fuck that old man meant. He meant that, bitch, I'm literally his grandson's age.
Right.
Like, I know what a racist boy is. And I know what like, when I say my son, come here, boy. Like, ain't no fucking racist in that shit. Like, bitch, I meant bring your ass here, boy. Yeah, like, these are like, if that's the real thing. If somebody I don't know calls me a boy, I might have an issue with that. But a dude who literally recruited me, sat in my mama's living room, calls me a boy, like, man, I technically am. Yes, sir. Petty is the season, and we'll get back into this Miami talk here because it's Miami Hate Week. We will dedicate a little bit more time to Miami. Make sure you pay for the tailgate. Come hang out. But this is the most petty shit I've ever heard of. I've seen in my life. My homegirl Sheena Marie posted this. Cam Newton. Cam Newton becomes a more. I've never hated Cam, but Cam is probably the most misunderstood, likable figure. Like they bashed Cam Newton, right? Because he technically stole a laptop, but. Think about this, Florida. Florida lost the opportunity to win more national championships over a funky ass $1,500 laptop.
I know, right? Yo, wish.
I'd have told that bitch, hey man, suck that shit up, bitch.
Yeah, y'all should be mad at her.
Which she did end up giving it back, but like she shouldn't have said shit. Snitches get stitches. Then they said that his dad took like $200,000, or what was it? One of them people offered him $250,000 to go to the, I think it was Mississippi State, to go to Mississippi State.
Okay,
so this was before NIL and you couldn't buy athletes and you couldn't do this stuff. But it was happening. But check. They talk about this man's character. His daddy is a minister.
Oh, wow.
So peep this. You think Tim Tebow's donations didn't go up when his parents, who are not evangelists, what do they go around? Missionaries? You don't think some bull gators wrote some missionary checks? Tim Tebow had a fucking a hyperbaric chamber in his dorm room.
Come on, bro.
Like during that time, they're a little cheaper now, but during that time, they were like $70. That was a $75,000 thing. Yeah. What fucking college student you know can afford a $75,000 hyperbaric chamber?
What college even allows?
I'm gonna tell you this: his brother, I met him when I first moved over here, was over the Northeast Florida, Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Do you understand that they had record donations during that time? You think Tim Tebow's family didn't get that kind of fucking bread? You a fucking loser. It's like people just get mad. So they bashed him about that. He goes and wins a national championship, gets drafted. He's flamboyant. He's sassy. We didn't understand it. He's from Atlanta. Like we had to forgive him for this stuff. He didn't dress like a man. He was wearing rompers and shit. Like he was well before. He's the first person that you can give the metrosexual label to and fully know he's not gay.
Yeah.
Now he got a lot of kids, but yeah, so like it's him. Like that's just him being him. And I love his podcast. He talks very well. He's business savvy. He likes cigars. It's a lot of shit tonight with Cam Newton.
You heard him say he got 2 inches of venom?
That shit was funny. Like again, he's not going. It reminds me a lot of stuff with me. We're not going around here just saying, "Bitch, my dick is to my knee." No, if your dick is to your knee, you have a weapon. That shit needs to be registered. You should not be fucking normal. Actually, it's a waste of time for you to fuck normal women. You need to go fuck professionals. Like only professional women can handle that. All these bitches be out here talking about, I need a foot. All right, bitch. That's why your cervix is pushed back. That's why you can't have children. That's why you have desensitized vagina. Like you need to go get that shit checked, man. You are a pain glutton. And if you can take that much dick and you're not getting paid for it, you are a fucking idiot. You just around here being gaped for no reason, man. At least the whores are getting paid. I gotta remember when I learned that in high school. I was like, said that shit in high school. I remember Terry Rose Bissonette said that shit. I said, bitch, I wear a size 12 shoe. Put my shoe on the table. Boom. Put that shit in your mouth, bitch. You cannot fit that shit in your mouth. So you are a fucking liar. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. Like, anyways, people having whore offs and it doesn't make any sense. But listen to Cam Newton and what he said when he got to the NFL. And this is the type of shit that makes me like him even more.
How do you solidify the number though? Number one.
I don't even want number one. Man, Jimmy Clausen, we cool now. Jimbo. He's like, shit, if you want it, you gotta pay for it. I was like, cool, how much? He said $1 million.
$1 million.
I said, boy, kiss my ass, bro. I said $1 million, bro. I said, bro, people don't make $1 million in a lifetime, let alone I'm gonna give you $1 million just for a fucking number, bro. So I thought he was playing. The motherfucker comes back and said, okay, bro, I talked to my people. We'll do it for $750,000. I said, oh, you for real? I hung that phone up. True story. Hung that phone up. I called the equipment man. I said, I'm rocking with number one. I made an oath to myself. I said, that will be the last time Jimmy Clausen will ever be heard of in Carolina.
But how you started too? You always had to?
You gotta love stuff like that, man. So that's less petty and more, everybody gotta have a code. Like, if you'd have said, like, man, it's normally like 50,000, 75, it's something of significance, but nothing like that's going to hit you with a major dent. This man wore number 2 his whole life. He said, all right, now I look at you, Jimmy. You could have made some more money.
Well, if you were Jimmy, would you have given? I mean, I guess it depends how much you wanted the number.
Well, I mean, yeah, like now, if you didn't you just say it, like, bro, that number means a lot to me, man. I'm not willing to sell it. And he might have still said the same thing, but it's not as good of a story. It's not a villain. It's no longer a villain origin story. You literally created a terrorist. And just think about it. I know who Jimmy Clausen is because I was getting recruited around the same time. Jimmy Clausen was considered the best quarterback prospect to ever have come out of high school when he was coming out. Stunk it up, though. Stunk it up, bro. Like this is why I always say you gotta watch it. I watch who you believe. You know, so it was Adrian McPherson who actually was good.
Yeah.
Then there was a guy, Marcus Vick came out with me. There was Ryan Perilou. Then there was another guy. Then there was Xavier Lee. Then there was Tim Tebow. Then there was Cam Newton was actually one of those. Oh, my bad. Jimmy Clausen was the guy who was before AD. So it's just like you see all these cats, and then like the motherfuckers don't ever do nothing.
Yeah.
So it's just like you don't even need all that. That's why that's why I like LeBron as much as I like LeBron. LeBron is one of the few people who have ever gotten all the hype and has lived up to the hype that they garnered and created. That not at all. Think about like everybody like. So who are the top guys in the NFL right now? Well, Tom Brady, clearly nobody judged him properly. Everybody talks about Justin Herbert, and all he does is like lose right now. He does the same thing as Phillip Rivers did, except for Phillip Rivers didn't have the tools around him that Herbert has. Bottom line is the NFL every year drafts a quarterback. The quarterback's the most highly paid position, most highly coveted position for there to only be like six really good ones.
Did people knew about CJ Stroud?
Yes, but the argument was that CJ Stroud was not better than Bryce Young by a long shot. And they were talking about Anthony Richardson. CJ Stroud was the one who started first, played the most games, probably the most disrespected. People talked about what I'm trying to think. Oh, remember Patrick Mahomes was talking about why is he getting drafted in the first round? Right. It's a lot of stuff. Right. But it's a lot of other things that come with playing quarterback, but it is difficult. 3 minutes if you're not a greenie and you're trying to get in here. This is real petty. Both Trey and Kai almost died yesterday. Oh, no. But Trey almost died because he kept getting in trouble, but it wasn't like the bad trouble. It's trouble that I would get into. Trouble I get into now. I realized Trey might not look like me in moments, but god damn it if that motherfucker don't act like me at times. They did a rap song on the bus.
On the bus?
Yeah. They was freestyling. Like they were doing that. It's almost not a real like you know how people used to do that Shibuya boy roll call or something. Yeah. And they did some shit. Hi, my name is, and I thought I listened to him like y'all was rapping Eminem. All right. I know you like 90s and early 2000s rap more than you like today's shit. It's like fucking old. I don't. Anyways, now I know how my mom felt with me listening to that old ass R&B and shit that I used to listen to growing up. So Trey goes in and one of his best friends, real good homie, Key Money. Like Key Money went on a trip with us. Like that's how good of a friend Key Money is to him. This boy called his boy Key Money sassy, and the problem is I saw it. Like when he said, I was like, damn, Key Money is a little sassy. And yeah, I was like, I said, Trey, did you call Key Money sassy? He said, yeah. And I'm like, you know what? Why did you call the boy sassy? He said he acts like that guy you pick on that hates Florida State. He's cool sometimes, but that guy isn't cool.
Oh wow, it's directly your fault. 100% you. Like God couldn't have made it more clear.
Yeah.
You did that.
I was like, so now Trey can't listen to Big Games BS anymore. It's clearly not available for kids. It doesn't sound bad when I say it. It doesn't feel bad when I say it. It sounds bad when you hear a 10-year-old call another 10-year-old sassy.
What's funny, being a single guy on the dating app, I've seen you might have made that word popular because I didn't hear it except from you. You're the only person. Now it's everywhere.
I got it from because I hadn't heard it used in quite some time.
You started it with Jalen.
No, I'm saying, but this is what happened, how I got it. I literally stole it from somebody.
Oh.
My boy Chewy, Charleston, he's from Chewy country in the motherfucker. Matter of fact, his nickname, like only country people know what a Charleston chew is. It's a candy, like an old person candy. Like you can't go to the corner. You can only get it in Cracker Barrel now. Like you go to the regular corner store and try to get a Charleston chew if you want to. But Chewy said, boy, Jay, he said, well, that boy Jalen sassy. I cracked up laughing. I was like, bro, I ain't heard nobody say sassy in a minute. So like that's when I started using it because ain't nobody else used it. It's just like jit kind of died off, and then I started saying jit online timeline. Now everybody going back to jit again.
A lot of that on the dating apps, a lot of it is like, we don't want no sassy ass man. I was just like, oh, no, that's what y'all asking for.
That's what they're asking for. You was asking men to be softer, be more feminine, be more this, be more that. And then now you got them sassy. Oh, this is my hold on, my jit. Let me see. Let's listen to hold on real quick. We're gonna listen to Trey in his public his announcement right here as a running for office. See what he did.
You can hold it to the mic if you want.
School, and I want to make it fun for teachers, students, and more. This is why I like to run. I possess a variety of leadership skills. I'm smart.
Yeah, it's wrong. That's why.
Here's some plans I have for a school outreach project or helping anybody. Food drive, donating to a local charity.
My fucking food drive. Look at this motherfucker.
Helping pick up trash around our schools, so an ecosystem project. You may ask me what makes me good for this position. I'm a straight A student. I'm a former student council member. I'm kind and respectful to others. And that is why I would like to be your 2023 and 2024 student council president.
I like that. He did the pauses, but he wore a suit. He wore a suit and he put his snitch patrol badge over him, so he looked more official. But then it wasn't just Trey. Killer comes involved in it. I'm sitting there eating some dinner with my favorite. Boy, I had to check him. That shit was funny as hell when you walked in the house, Bob. It's like, yo, Miles, I need to tell you something. I'm like, yo, bruh, like, yo, chill out. You don't talk to nobody like that. You say uncle or Tio or some shit. Like, you put a damn, like in Spanish, you put a usted or something in front of that shit. Killer comes in, and I show Kai because the motherfuckers in Miami act like they didn't know, so we had to show them the touchdown. So I show him the touchdown against Miami. He's like, Dad, who is that? I said, huh? I said, that's me. He said, wait a minute. You played football at Florida State? I said, get this motherfucker out of my house. Calls his mother over. Ask her to verify. It's like, did you know this? I said, no, you some bitch. I showed him another touchdown. He's like, you scored more than one? Now I'm like really, really mad at a 5-year-old right now. And then he's like, you were skinny. Oh, fuck. You something. Like everybody was trying me yesterday. So be careful. You can raise petty kids. You know what, Jag, whole no, you were. But you're not now. So we'll get you because you put it's your birthday weekend. So I got you, Teddy P. I got you. You can be put into the drawing. So right now, it's only two whites that are in. Like not Teddy's not white. I'm saying two white Like you're not green if you're not a member. That's what I mean. Not because some of y'all take that shit. They're gonna fuck around. That's not how I want to get canceled by that way. Miami Hate Week, a lot of shit going on. Guys are showing no honor, man. Fatherless generation. It's crazy that the dudes who grew up without fathers have the most morals. Like, for example, I grew up with a lot of OGs. People don't, you should not, if you make a bet, you got to make a bet. Now, I'm not going to say who canceled. You guys know how some of these Miami fans are. I popped my shit early and I stood on business. But I'm going to read this to you. And this guy came in at me. We made a bet. I said $1,000 for recruiting if you bet me $1,000 for the game. He said sure. And I've been telling y'all that I felt he was going to back out. I told y'all I want my money, but my friends told me that was too savage, the stuff that I was saying that I want. I sometimes some things are greater than money, and I think you should, so everybody don't have it. They should be able to sing. I just wanted him to sing, lift every voice and sing without the attachment. And if he was able to do that, then I would forgive the debt. Here's what I got. We still on for the $1,000 recruiting bet. That's locked in. For the game, I can't bet on TVD, man. And coach is not trying to make the change. We still can bet, though, 100 for the game, and I'll donate to your charity. Bitch, I don't want that shit. I want the same motherfucking energy. I want it all. You stand on business, man. Be a man. Don't bet the money if you ain't got the money, dog. That's cool. Everybody flexing for the social medias. It's cool. If you ain't got it, you ain't got it. I'd have gave you a payment plan. I'd have done whatever, dog. But just don't come up here talking about you got C-section bitches stripping in front of the baked beans, and you got all this stuff, and now all of a sudden you don't want to go because the dyke that we all told you wasn't any good is truly showing his true colors. Y'all knew that dyke wasn't good when y'all was boasting and putting them up there, talking about he the best quarterback in the Big Three. FAU is the Big Three of Miami. He might be the best quarterback between FIU, FAU, and UM, but he ain't no Big Three best in the Big Three. He's not even better than journeyman Graham Mertz. That motherfucker is a walking pick. But one of the cool things is, it wasn't even Big Groove. Big Groove did put that he ain't betting shit no more. But I didn't make the bet with Big Groove. I know that motherfucker ain't got no money. He was on the Big Fruit roll-up. I can't I gotta make bets with people that I think can actually, pay the bet. Like, that's why I tell people, you don't have to lie with me. You could be, I am probably one of the coolest people that you could just be 100% real with. I'm not gonna judge you. We're gonna kick it the same way. You know why? Because I got friends who make real money and they don't do that shit to me. Like, one motherfucker came in, that bitch Wade, motherfucker, is a real guy. He got real money, and he sits there and drinks with the rest of us. But some of the best moments in this game are the troll moments during the game. And Dexter Carter, back in the 80s, no legend, comes to all the FSU games still. Son's committed for class of 2026. Yeah, that one. He just showed us, Dex put all his fucking highlights in Miami. But this is just one of the funnier moments. Dex comes in, dude. Oh, shit. Dude cheap shots Dex. And then Dex like, all right, man. It's a little laundry on the field. Here you go. I think you dropped something. To hear Dex tell the story is really, really funny.
So shocked.
And he was just like, this motherfucker just hit me with a flat. Like, people don't even realize. This is why I hate old people. Old heads, go back, Miles, rewind that back and put that on the big screen. Like the big thing. I was Dex one up there and got that bitch. Like, old people will be like, you need to have some character, have morals. You can't go out there and do that. That's a selfish penalty. You can't go do that. But then there's video, documentation of them doing shit like this. Why are these guys so undisciplined? Like, no, he put the hat, he put it on him like a fedora. He gave him a flag fedora.
Yo, that was wild. I've never seen someone do something like that.
Definitely got to get Dex in the No Hall of Fame. It's so Dex was cold, man. One of the the few first round draft picks that Billy Sexton one of 4 first round draft picks that Florida State has ever had at a running back position all came from under the legendary Billy Sexton. But Dexter's dope. That was cool. I just want to play mine. Mine is the next one. This is just, let me tell you about this play right here. So for those who don't know, the middle linebacker is completely unblocked on purpose. Like either he goes with the toss, or Coach Sexton's like, you got to make a miss. None of them ever went for the toss. They all tried to make me, and I'm not making nobody miss in that short yardage. But this is what we did. So this is what I showed Kai, and he was just like, "You play." He was like, "Who is that?" Oh, fuck around. Good, great stuff like that. All kind of moments. The crazy part about this rivalry, though, and the crazy thing about Miami is the people who you are giving. Miami fans. I know one listener. Shout out to my guy Luke. You'll get a better. I might joke on you. I might jab you a little bit. You'll get a better assessment of where you at with your university from me. It's no homerism. If you're real, if it's good, it's good. If it's not, it's not. I'm literally going to break down the film based upon what I see. But the problem with your fan base is that y'all, just like our fan base, Florida State's similar. It's not just y'all. Y'all listen to stupid motherfuckers with a mic in the front of them. I get called all kinds of stupid motherfuckers with a mic in front of me in the comments. But at least my shit mostly comes true. I told y'all that dumbass motherfucker at Florida was a shitty DC this year. I told y'all that Florida was going to probably go 5-7. I told you Miami will more than likely go 7-5. I made these predictions not off of emotion, based off of the data that was presented to me in the video. I also knew that Van Dyke likes to throw the ball to other people, but your team overall is not that bad. But you got one guy that said Keon Coleman's in the next video. One guy says Keon Coleman's not any good. Then this guy says the same thing. And then this guy, there is hope though, because like in the last one with the fat Mexican that don't know nothing, his homeboy was just like, yeah, nah. Shout out to the black guy, Vish. Vish did step on him and say, man, you sound like a whole fucking idiot. We'll play this interaction.
Yeah, they could,
but this is not a popular opinion, but if they play well, we can beat this team because everything else we do as good or better. And I know that's not a popular opinion, but we're better in the trenches. Okay,
I mean, their receivers are way better. Those two guys are way better.
No, they're not. No, they are not.
What are you serious?
Yeah, that's such an overrated opinion. Keon Coleman is a number 54 ranked wide receiver in the country.
That's not the problem. Check this right here.
He is. He is. Look it up. He is. Johnny Wilson is Fragile Freddy. And the only reason that he's good is because he gets open so easily.
Pause. I need you to, we're going to do this like that other thing. We're going to rewind this back a little bit. And I need us to slow down so we can really savor in the stupid. For those who probably don't have the patience as we're trying to do this motherfucker said the only reason a wide receiver is good is because he gets open. Isn't that the whole fucking purpose of being a wide receiver? He's only good because he's good. It's like calling up to say, you know what, Elon Musk ain't really rich. He's only rich because he has a lot of money. No shit, Sherlock. This is who y'all be listening to. This is who be running these spaces. This is why there's so much dysfunction. On God, I'm gonna tell you this right here. Don't know who I'm voting for in this next election. I get it. Not trying to even get political. I nowadays vote for oh shit. This is crazy. I nowadays vote for who's gonna help me. Anybody who votes for guys to be like, you have to register for a podcast, like a national registry, before they give you, like, you can't even, they go in, like, they talk about get our guns. Nope. Confiscate all microphones. Make it a plan, like on cell phones, that you cannot record live data, that you can't record shows. YouTube puts, like, you have to have like a serial number and something registered, or you have to put spoof. Like, this is a spoof podcast account. Because there's no way that person's goddamn serious with that statement. The only reason the only reason he's good is because he gets open. The only reason Vince Carter is taller than me is because he's 6'7" and I'm 6 foot. Like, it's like if somebody comes with that and they say that they run on that platform, they got me. They got my vote. They got my vote. I only see this shit because it pops up on the timeline, and this is really dumb. I don't even know how anybody could like sit through that and watch it. And these are the motherfuckers who have like they'll have like 200 people watching it live.
Yeah, I noticed.
And I can't get like it don't matter what time it is. Like they'll have like 15,000 views and all kinds of shit.
And
People
it's
what
not like they're entertaining. The voice is monotone. Like they're bad.
the
at
most
work.
entertaining part about this is when that man says you are full of shit. The black
Yeah,
guy. The black guy just like, yo, you were bugging, bro.
I can deal with his voice because he's like tired of the bullshit.
We're better at everything. Like, no.
Oh, how old does this make you feel? He said he was in middle school when you scored that touchdown.
Fuck you, man. Fuck you, man. Jesus Christ, man. You didn't have to. You could have kept that shit to yourself, man. I'm just joking. Just joking about it. Jeez.
Does that feel like that long ago?
Nah. You know what? You know what's worse? Because again, I remember how I was. I remember watching NFL films, like, because that's what used to come on. Like now there's actual programming during the day. But back then it was like there was no reason to skip school. There was nothing to stream. There was like if you skip school, you're watching reruns of like Murder She Wrote and all. Like sometimes you can catch the like you gotta watch the soap operas or the talk shows. The talk shows stopped. The talk shows didn't start till 4, if I remember correctly. But NFL films, like watching these things in Technicolor, like the technology had got so much better. But like technology has gotten so much better over the last couple of years that me watching that is like how I felt watching old NFL films. It bothers me. It's like it's grainy. And that was the top technology then. We thought it was real. Like even when somebody posted them playing with me on the video game, we thought that was realistic.
I know. That ugly. Oh.
That shit looks awful. It doesn't look real. There's nothing real about that video game. What were we thinking?
Skipping school for The Price is Right in the chat.
I ain't gonna lie, man. It was kind of Come On Down was kind of cool. And you know, again, just some of the vacations and some of like trying to figure out they could not get hood dudes on The Price is Right. We don't know what the fuck a skidoo is.
Yeah.
Like how do I know what a skidoo costs? I've never seen that before. Sounds like some bebop, some jazz bebop. Skidoo dee doo dee.
I still don't know what a skidoo is.
D Shaw, man, it is. What time is it, D Shaw? It's 10:30, bro. Shout out to Mike Bart's gifted somebody something. Right. Mike was like playing graphics on like you're just like this is how can it get better? How can it improve? Holy shit, they put dreads on this season. Oh my god, I can give my guy dreads and it's like I gotta ask my dad. Like we played. I remember in the hood, one person had the Nintendo on top of the box. The box like so it was the Nintendo. So you had the big box thing that only played sound, and then you had the top small one that TV that could actually play some video. And I remember having like a 32-inch screen TV. It was like having a big screen TV. And so Trey's playing Retro Bowl. So basically that's Tecmo Bowl. And there was only 2 colors in Tecmo Bowl. It was black and white. I'm talking about black and white. No, the minute they put variations and shades, oh my God, everybody thought it was like next level. But anyways, going back into this thing with the with these guys again, stupid Miami guys. My God, Leon's seriously in Jacksonville too. Leon, you full of shit. It's the reason why they won't have me on that show. I text my homegirl Mia with 1010. It always my joke is always, if I wouldn't have been fired before, this would be the week that I got fired.
Okay.
Big Leon called my guy Kelvin, and Kelvin Harris was a starting center for the U back in the 80s. And good guy. Me and Kelvin had some good trolling battles back and forth. They're on 10-10 saying that they're better than everything and they're going to win. And I get hit. I get called from everybody. They're like, are you listening to this shit? I was like, I don't listen to 10-10. That's your first mistake is listening to 10-10. But what are they saying? They said this, and I said, I know I said, unless Kelvin and Leon seriously are running out of that goddamn tunnel in their prime, ain't a snowball's chance in hell that the University of Miami is winning this game. And they know that. Deep down. That's why they're saying all these other things. Our guys are getting drafted in the first round. Our guys are getting this. Our legends are better. And I always say, ain't none of that stopping you from getting your ass whooped this weekend. So you can, all that could be true. I would just tell him, like, yeah, I don't even believe it. Yep. God says, then they make statements like this. God puts this. We got a taste of what FSU will be like next year when they were missing that Travis this past weekend. Boys will have about 8 wins next year. Florida State had 500 yards of total offense. If that's what it's going to be like next year, poof, sign me all the way the fuck up. Please. It's just grasping at straws at this point. There's no substance.
Selling the fight.
That basically. But we all know at the end of the day, it's going to be basically a bunch of calls. But Florida State fans too are just bad. Florida State fans are trying to make something out of nothing. Why wasn't Keon Coleman playing? The rumor is Keon Coleman did something. He got suspended. He must have done something. And somebody had that rumor came out right before the game, the Pitt game. So I asked the question. Everything all right with Keon? He's like, nah, yeah, everything's fine. Just a little simple precautionary thing. He's like, we saw somebody put out a rumor that he's probably suspended for something. So let me tell you, James, Keon Coleman could kill somebody. You wouldn't find that out till after. He's like, Keon Coleman could kill somebody and you wouldn't know till after the season. I said, God damn it, we are invested. Everybody want to be an insider, but don't nobody want to be, but ain't nobody inside. Again, the problems. Everybody's trying to drop news, trying to put stuff out, trying to stoke the flames from going, but you don't have no real inside sources of information. Your inside sources of information are the fucking message boards. It's daytime drama. It's soaps. We don't need that shit. We're above that shit. Let that shit stay down in Coral Gables. Like we better over here. This ain't not Shonda Rhimes. We're not reality TV here. We are ESPN HBO full-length specials. Coach Bowden, again, it was his birthday today. We could play this old show I had, 36 Degrees. I'm probably going to end up revamping it, making it a little bit different. One of the true joys that I had before COVID shut the world down was getting a chance to interview the old man. I think I did 4 interviews with him, saw him twice a year. Cool guy. Definitely, it's how I know Bobby was on one. He one of the ones he taught, he said, you know that damn James right there, man. James wasn't no sissy. And I said, yo, can you say that on radio? And he did. So, but this is me and Danielle, and he's just talking about the rivalry, what makes it unique. And again, he's the only guy that during the heyday of both, like he had to face the U of the 80s, and then he had to face the Gators of the 90s. And just like, and he really weathered the storm and did very good when you think about it. Miami, who's been playing, both of our rivals started playing football well before us. And both rivalries are damn near close. Like I think Miami has only 3 more wins than us. So let's play this video, this audio here. I mean, I've done some dope ass shit. If y'all go on our channel, there's a lot of cool, cold ass interviews with Bobby Bowden on it too.
Well, speaking of playing your rival every year, that's one thing I've always sing your praises. You played Florida and Miami every single year when they would not play each other.
And I used to really gripe about that.
Yes.
Because here's what happened, Art. We play Florida, Miami every year. Miami don't play Florida. Florida don't play Miami. Now they're gonna play this year, but it's first time in years, you know. And there was one time. Did you know there was one time, you probably remember, where Florida State, and Miami were 1, 2, 3 in the nation? and I got to play them.
And they don't have to play each other.
I used to run my. I said, "Dadgummit, I have to play both of them." And many times Florida would be number one in the nation. Then many times Miami would be number one in the nation. You know, and then they wouldn't play each other. So I used to joke about that, really, but it wasn't fair.
That wasn't fair at all. I remember that. Oh, I used to be so mad they didn't have to play each other.
There were many times where the winner of the Miami game won the national championship.
Amen.
And then the winner of the Florida State game won a national championship. You know, one year we beat them and won it, and then the one year they beat us and won it.
You remember?
But just trip down memory lane. I want to post this. My guy Hish. Shout out to my guy Hish. He's in the Navy. He is now an official TBD hater. My boy Ricky calls him TBD, to be determined. We don't know what he's going on. But here's a highlights of why TBD, why they don't like TBD. And I get it. It's probably the next video up. Yeah, that one. It's quite entertaining when you like step back and you think about it. He does a lot of throws to the other team.
Oh, I'm like, who's TBD?
Plenty of time for Van Dyke. Unloads a deep ball.
It's just a lot of these interceptions like are just really. Never mind. I don't really know what to say. Like, shout out to Amari Harvey, Florida High. Gives it to the guy from North Carolina. 1 and 2. I don't even know. And then he takes a knee. Wise. Virginia. They get some picks right there. They struggled with Virginia 2 years in a row. Good pick. That ball was behind. And a lot of these, what's wild about a lot of these interceptions is a lot of these interceptions, he's got a clean pocket. Like they're not even putting, oh my God. Let me watch this again. That was 1 clean pocket. 2 clean pockets. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. There's no way he threw an interception. 8. All 10 of his interceptions that he's thrown in the last 5 games have come with absolutely no pressure. This dude is not seeing the field very well. Oh, Lord. Well, anyways, man, off of football for a second and to life after football. As I tell Trey all the time, he asked me, he's like, I told him the only woman in this world that he needs to trust is his mother. And when he asked me if I trust his mother, I say I trust my mother. And here's the reason why. And this is just because I've seen enough things. Doesn't mean that every woman's not trustworthy. There are a lot of trustworthy women out here in this world. But you can't trust anybody too much, especially with personal information like your social security number, all these different things. Because when things end, really bad, like a lot of really petty shit happens. And this is also why, so free game by big game. You could go to it now. It's going to be a little annoying if you need to get like a quick loan or something, but it will probably save you a lot of headache. You can actually put a lock on your social security number, meaning that you have to the people will have to identify 5 things that only you would know, and they're all picked at random. Trust me, it's very difficult. I'm gonna tell you how I know it's difficult. One time, my social security got shut down because I couldn't answer the goddamn questions myself.
Wow.
They ask you like everywhere that you've ever lived, so it'll be like it's a multiple choice thing, right? And it's not the same questions or the same answers in it. So what they'll do is they'll put like your places. Have you lived in any of these places? And they'll put like these, like, so one of them was like my college dorm. I just happened to forget what road it was because I lived there for like a half a second. And they just go in there and they do that shit. So it's like, you know, it's wild. But if he would have done this, he would probably not have as bad of a thing. But his first mistake was getting married. And Earl Thomas, former safety for the Seattle Seahawks, Legion of Boom, probably should be committing murder, if I'm being honest with you. This is why I also say I have never hit a woman. I can't say that I never will because I believe in equality. I'd have slapped this bitch and her boyfriend. For NFL safety Earl Thomas lost $1.9 million in an identity theft scam run by his ex-wife's boyfriend. The man who stole Earl Thomas' identity is being accused of a number of offenses, including identity theft, forgery, money laundering, credit card fraud, computer fraud, bank fraud. Kevin J. Thompson is the man's name. The three-time All-Pro safety, 14th overall selection in 2010 draft. The 38-year-old Thompson, who's in a relationship with the guy who did it is in a relationship with Thomas's ex-wife, Nina Thomas, was arrested in June in New Orleans. According to the report, he got told those things. He allegedly cashed Thomas's NFL checks, drawing funds from his bank account and manipulating car ownership over multiple vehicles. Despite the serious charges, Thompson was released on a $730,000 bond. Earl Thomas and Nina divorced in 2020 after she accused Thomas of cheating and pulled a gun on him after finding out. Thomas earned almost $80 million over his career. First and foremost, any bitch that pulls a gun on you, again, that's where you can break the rules, guys. I'm gonna knock the fuck out of you. Or I'm gonna pull a gun on you. It's kind of like I remember the movie, it was a Goodfellas when she thought he was cheating on well, he was. And then she lays over him and puts the gun to his face when he wakes up. And then he smacks the shit out of her once he like gets her to put the gun down. She earned that one. Like, don't pull guns, don't do any violence. I don't give a fuck how many women unless they give you the Magic Johnson shit, that the gift that keeps on giving that can kill you. There is really no fucking reason. That is a ownership thing. That is a manipulative bitch. And the crazy part is, I'm gonna tell you what's the truth. There ain't no way she can get his information that boyfriend could have got his information without his ex-wife. So she's in it. Y'all gotta learn to take your L's in silence, man. Because not only if you pull a gun on me, am I going to try to whoop your ass, I'm fucking calling the police, and I'm pressing charges that you tried to kill me, and I'm going to send you to Orange is the New Black. I'm so sick and tired of women talking about. That's why we have executive health spa. If your women are dealing with hormonal changes and you can't handle that shit, you better go get some shit to fix that. I won't put pause on you. You don't put pause on me. If we decide that we need to leave, hey, that's it. I always tell people I have one real flaw. I like women. That's my biggest flaw. Like, outside of that, I am not that bad of a person. Now, people might think it, not that bad. Everybody has fundamental flaws. Nothing is that bad to where I have to harm you. Hell, there's good men and there's great men. Like, bottom line is MLK, none of us would be here having this great discussion and all this cool stuff if it wasn't for MLK or Bear Bryant. But MLK cheated with a lot of people. So like, but that ain't nothing worth. Don't you steal my money and don't you try to kill me. And what's worse is, don't you spend my money with the new dude. I swear, to be the fair gender, the smarter gender, y'all stay doing some of this most scandalous, dumb shit with dudes. Here's a dude that probably told her, baby, I can flip your income tax check. It just gave it to her. Just gave him all the information. Like, at what point, if this is a good woman, would let me steal $1.9 million from this guy? All it does put probably because he cheated and had her out the door looking stupid. Not saying she right. That's what women always say. Nobody would know you was looking stupid if you don't tell nobody. But now, guess what you finna be looking like? Now you're finna be looking at 8 to 10. like, are you willing? Like, are you? Everybody. Here's one thing that there's not a. I hate to be the one to tell you this, guys. I hate to be the one to tell you this. If you are in this chat right now, if you are listening to this, you've been cheated on. Statistically speaking, you've been cheated on. Statistically speaking, you're being cheated on right now. But are you happy? Don't fuck up your happiness. Don't fuck up your freedom, because somebody, if they were not a virgin when you met them, just if you can forget about the dicks and the dicks of the past, you can forget about the dicks in the present. Leave them. Don't go to jail for them. I'm just telling you that. Take your L's in silence. Like, we don't need to know this. Maybe you can, if you want to help the world, teach your kids about the L's, like, so that they can, like, maybe do some better things in the world, whatever. But I tell you what I'm teaching my sons, that they're the catch, and to watch out, and that everybody ain't their mama, everybody ain't their grandmama, everybody ain't their auntie, everybody ain't this. It's a lot more of them like this chick right here. Don't fuck up the brand. Don't fuck up the bread. Oh, they hate that shit. Right. So don't hold me accountable for the sins of your fuck ups. But then get mad at you for having. Women are the only people who have standards, and they get mad at men for having them. But I say all this to say is, everybody in this situation, even Earl Thomas, needs to get his ass whooped, because Earl should have had safeguards in check, so where this couldn't happen. And again, it's like, I'm telling you this stuff. You don't even have to be rich to have those safeguards. Like, I'm telling you, like, even broke people, go look it up. How, like, if you get like the identity theft things, they're supposed to do it for you. But you can legitimately, like, if you go with the credit monitoring things, you can legitimately have it like locked up. And it's stuff like this that Jeff Bell, oh my God, that's such a great bar. Biggie put like on Still, was it Still Getting Money? The Get Money remix. Coops, guns, I bust some problems with my wife. Don't discuss some lyrics. It's a dope. It's Brooklyn in the house, without a doubt. I'm the rapper with clout that everybody yap about. Like, Biggie was just so smooth, man. But anyways, I'm gonna put you guys on another song. I gotta figure out the name of the group, but it was my first introduction to Eazy-E and West Coast rap. It's if you would have got like NWA and had did an anniversary album, this was like in 90, it had to be like 98, 99. Yeah, I was in still in high school. You can type in Eazy, but it's not him. But the song is called Trust No Bitch. Sorry, ladies. It says females ain't the only bitches that I'm referring to. So they diversify. Bitch is just a really good word. Solid word. Rolls off your tongue. But I'm going to play a little clip of it. See how. That money maker. How to get rich quick without making happy dicks. But I ain't perfect. I would bitch out every day to let them slurp. Oh man, this is when they say rap music today or music today is more graphic. I say y'all was not listening to what the fuck that was, what was going on. Because I one thing I do is I remember lyrics. Now, I'm going to say this because this seems wholesome, but I don't know about y'all. But like, I need a little whore in my life. I don't know what the fuck I would do with Yvonne Orji. I think she's gorgeous, by the way. She reminds me of Tiffany Childs from one of a show that all men should watch. Go watch Girlfriend. Sex in the City, for those, if you want to learn white women. Girlfriends, if you want to learn black women. Like, you got to know both, two good shows. The funny thing is, you also realize, for my black people, most of our 2000s enjoyment and entertainment was given to us by Kelsey Grammer. You don't know who Kelsey Grammer is? He's the guy, he's Frasier. He literally executive produced damn near all of black TV. He was the executive producer of Girlfriends. And they had a girl, Tony Childs, on there. Tony was dark skinned. She was this, she was all that. Yvonne Orji played the Tony Childs type character in damn, I can't even think of the name of with the goofy girl. Damn, y'all know the show with the black girl who's like goofy cute. I can't even, why can't I think of the name? No, I'm not talking about Girlfriends anymore. It was like Girlfriends, but like she had the boyfriend that worked for Best Buy. They ended up getting back together, and it'll come to me anyway. But like, she's dope. But anyways, Yvonne Orji with a nice name like Orji too, but it's not spelled like how we think. It's she's Nigerian or one of them Africans. She is a 39-year-old virgin. Nothing to do with that. Insecure. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. It was the show Insecure. I ain't gonna hold you, man. Like it is not and then she says like she feels bad for the guy that she's gonna get because she's got a lot of years of pent-up frustration. And that's not why I feel bad for the guy that she's gonna get, that's gonna get her virginity. He gonna have to deal with a lot. Like, you at 40, dog, like, you done probably been with some people before. The only way she's gonna be satisfied is if she finds another 40-year-old virgin. Or it was like AC, not AC Green. Was it AC or yeah, AC Green used to play with the Lakers. He said he was a virgin. It just doesn't seem fun right now. Like, to get it's just I don't have enough time on my hands to teach you stuff that you should like. We could guide each other to our bodies, but like you should have the fundamentals down, right? And the questions that I wish the interviewer would ask is like, what kind of virgin are you? Are you a true virgin, or are you like a vaginal virgin? Have you never given head? Because I'm gonna be honest, like, one of the things about y'all kids that y'all gotta realize is that they are experiencing life. So if you don't talk to them about sex, somebody will, or they'll experience it with their friends, which is the worst thing that you want to do. Which I told my son, like, he learned about titties and shit from his cousin. I said, the last motherfucker I want you learning about titties from is somebody who ain't ever seen no real titties. I was like, you got a whole dad here that can tell you everything that you want to know about sex and will tell you to try to slow it down. But he's getting smart. You say he doesn't want to. He said at first he's like he wasn't going to date till he's 16. He can't drive the bitch nowhere. I said, man, that's logic. He said, then I have a little bit that I can do. He's like, but now he said he may wait till 8th grade to get a real girlfriend, which I said is fair too. It's like, fuck these bitches, Trey. But we'll see how it goes. But like, it was white girls that were talking about, and we were a boy was telling me, this was like over a decade ago, and they were discussing how they were talking about how they're virgins, and the one person was like, how are you a virgin? They're like, because I don't want God to get mad at me for having sex. I want to be pure. I want to wait till my wedding day. And then one person was like, well, you done gave head and getting fucked in the ass, like, you ain't no virgin. You done been poked everywhere. I'm like, yo, girls is just skipping that step and taking it right in the ass already.
That's you can't cheat God. Like, if you're gonna do it. If not. Like,
I ain't even gonna hold you. A high school boy does not care. Like, you're literally preventing him from having a kid. Dope.
Yeah.
Pull-out game ain't gotta have no pull-out game there. Is she a virgin like now? If she's a virgin like that, then okay. All right, no doubt. But if she a virgin ain't done nothing in 4 decades.
Yeah, I'm good. I don't even know.
That bitch is crazy. She gonna forget the bad sex for a second here. You're gonna have bad sex and a clingy motherfucker. She ain't gonna let you go nowhere. But one of the best replies to stuff like this, because I think we all know too much about each other. This dude says, that still doesn't change the fact that there are 42 million kangaroos in Australia and only 3 million people in Jamaica, which means that if the kangaroos were to invade Jamaica, each person would have to kill or fight 14 kangaroos. The kangaroos could actually take over Jamaica. I thought that was just he's like random fact. I'm gonna hit you with a more random fact that none of us care about. I'm not here to knock anybody's spirituality. I don't think anybody should go too quick. But all I'm saying is, yeah, I'm not finna fuck. Like, if you're a 40-year-old virgin, like this, you know, you need to just stay over there. Or which she'll be able to do because she's got money, she's still attractive, she's young enough. She'll go do the thing that women bash men for doing all the time. It's just go date down. Go date you, get you a young dude that ain't got no experience. And he's just gonna be happy that he's with an old woman. But
Date down, is that people get in trouble for that?
men do. Oh damn, we just had a hell of a drop off. I think that made people mad when I was talking about the 40-year-old virgin. Anyways, let's get the it just looked like that. Nah, it's 50. I was looking at it wrong.
It literally said 24 and jumped back.
It jumped back to 50. I don't know what happened. She not gonna let you hit nothing and quit it. But last to what was it? I got one more thing. The 40-year-old. Oh, and also, ladies, I'm also gonna show you this real quick. This is to prepare you. This is free game, but big game. When dudes lie, and Jeezy is my guy. Jeezy lying like a motherfucker. Play this video, and every man has been here. And ladies, if you've never been in this position and you're not aware, I'm going to give you a play-by-play breakdown. Jeezy's trying to sell a book. Jeezy did this is called dirty macking, what Jeezy did. And this is a woman projecting her hurt and talking to the guy. This is the guy. Jeezy is the guy in your DMs right now, ladies. And you're telling him something, and he's also every 90s R&B love song too. 90s and early 2000s. He's and then like, so play it. You'll see what I'm talking about here. This shit was hilarious. There's only one thing Jeezy didn't do is that stupid ass laugh that we do when y'all don't say nothing funny.
Thing, right? Like, and you got to know when it's time to be done.
Right.
And that's usually not about another person, an affair, or, you know, some chick that's willing to like make you feel like a king. Cause that's why most men cheat. Most men cheat because
that's fascinating to me.
It's so gross. It's so stupid.
I personally, this is my quote, and real niggas don't cheat.
When you start using,
you don't think so?
Hell no.
I kind of understand what you mean when you say that.
They do not.
I understand what you mean when you say
it's
that.
Something in us,
that
makes us want to be right,
yes,
across the board.
But is that so that you are living up to the expectation that you've set for yourself? Right? Like, and you got to know when it's time to be done.
Right.
No, hold on.
And that's usually not about another person, an affair, or, you know, some chick that's willing to like make you feel like a king. Cause that's why most men cheat. Most men cheat because
that's fascinating to me.
It's so gross. It's so stupid.
I personally,
pause. So I'm gonna break this down so guys don't kill me. I'm trying to help this ladies. I'm helping y'all out all the time. Jeezy's my guy. I was listening to, I was jammed. The new Jeezy album is not for jits. It is for grown ass men, and I like it. Jeezy's coming. Jeezy's going into my favorite rapper character. Like Jay-Z wrote the 444 album. Great album. A lot of bullshit. A lot of jewels in there. A lot of bullshit. I promise you. Jay-Z still having threesomes. Jay-Z still fucking hoes, dog. I promise you. You don't get to that level. Like, they not around each other enough to not be fucking other people. Beyonce fucking who she fuck. He fucking who he fuck. One rule. Don't embarrass me. Don't be out here fucking randos. Like, have it good. But like right now, here's my voice right here. Real good tone, you know, conversational tone. Attractive woman walks in. Women do this too. I'm just telling you from a man perspective. Attractive woman, voice goes from deep to a little softer, a little lighter. You start using words that you never normally use. We've all listened to Jeezy for over 20 years. This motherfucker ain't never said fascinating. And then it gets airy and raspy in it too. Yeah. Like, just think about all the good R&B songs. They all sound like they out of breath when they're singing. I was like Alicia Keys, I was wondering maybe if I make you my babe. It's like that out of breath, like we about to have sex or we've had sex thing. But like it's like, oh, that's fascinating. And if you notice before that, he wasn't using his hands at all. And then he starts using this right here. What we're doing, ladies, is the hands. It's hypnotizing you. It's like magicians. They do all of this stuff with the hands so you can't see where everything is going. It's literally you looking at the hands and listening to the words, but not so it's not giving you the context. Nia was ready to risk it all right there. Because she's still hurt by the Boston Celtics coach. And she's taking that she was trying to pass it off and being like, he's like, man, let me get smashed. Nia. I'm just gonna tell her what she wants. It was a great song, came out back in the day called Tell Them What They Want to Hear. You just tell them what they want to hear. Tell them what they want to hear. Jeezy is literally telling her what she wants to hear to make her feel better about the situation. Because the reality is this. You're right. Some of it's true. People gonna cheat. People cheat sometimes. Sometimes they don't even really mean nothing by it. Opportunity. Just like if you saw $100 bill on the ground, you didn't do anything to earn that $100 bill. But if it's there, you're not gonna take the $100 bill, pick it up, and go return it to somewhere, right? You're gonna take that opportunity. Then sometimes I think a lot of women, I've heard some of my female friends, and I've told them the truth. That's why some of them are cool with me. Like, nah, man, you wasn't fucking that dude. That's why he went to go fuck somebody else. Starving dog gonna eat.
Oh, if he completely take it away from him,
yeah, and then that's actually the worst thing. Like I've seen some women, so they got mad that the dude cheated on them because they weren't having lack of sex. So their solution they brought him back. They said they want to work on it. Their solution is to not give him more sex. That's what caused you to get cheated on in the first place. If you're gonna take him back, you should be trying to have more sex so that he doesn't cheat. Empty car don't run. Y'all ever tried to drive a car with no gasoline in it? Don't go very far.
I feel bad people racking their brains over that type of shit. Like if a girl cheats on me, which I have been cheated on before, it's just you ain't shit. Like I don't care. You couldn't do the thing, so I don't have to rack my brain of why and what type of psychological. Did she love her dad? I don't give a fuck what you think about your dad. Fuck your dad. You cheated, you out.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, that's a way to think about stuff.
Yeah, be simple.
But like the thing is like but when you start trying to have rationalized stuff like this, and you start talking to people who are fresh off a divorce,
that's the other part.
Nia, Jeezy is not your friend right here.
Yeah.
Jeezy is trying to smash just like 90% of heterosexual males that would be in the same room with you. Nia could have told a Miami Hurricane fan that Tyler Van Dyke was a good quarterback, and he would have been like, "That's fascinating.
Fascinating is crazy, bro.
That's so fascinating."
She gonna tell you why men cheat. This woman's gonna tell you why men cheat, and you said fascinating. You lying motherfucker. You a man. You know more about why men cheat than she's trying to figure it out. Why don't you tell her the truth?
No, let me tell you the truth, then.
Evil.
You are getting long in the tooth. Still fine though. Still fine as wine.
Oh my God, she doesn't age.
But baby, if nobody's really tried to, never mind. I ain't gonna Kevin Samuels me. Fuck that. But
date down like men do.
Like,
date down.
That part. You know what? You ain't gotta ever worry about being disappointed. If you know what, pay 100% of that man's bills. Right. Go get you a Jowdy. Right. The problem comes into is that there's a new, as TK Kirkland said, there's a new graduating class of women that hit the market every year. And he says the problem is there ain't a lot of new dudes in the top 10% bracket. So while men are known to build a bitch. Sometimes you might have to go build a dude. It still might not work, but my thing is this: don't fuck up your happiness. If you're happy, stay happy. If you don't want to know, like, did Mario make this song? I don't want to know. Don't want to know what's going on over there. But this is the dude in your DMs.
Yeah, that thing.
Like you sitting there tight. He just won't call me. He was He used to talk to me every day, and now he says he's busy. No, bitch, he's tired. He knows everything about you now. Like, it's just like sometimes, like, you know, people don't really like to talk, but they like you and they do everything they need to do to show you. But and then the dude who's just wanting to get to that is so fascinating. He doesn't do that. What? You haven't heard from him all day? Forget the fact that he's been on a plane and then he had to get off the plane to work 18 hours a day, and then he had to go take care of his kids. No, if I was your man, I would figure out how to do. But this motherfucker dirty back Jeezy. And especially if she don't listen to the raps, you gotta listen to the raps. Jeezy told y'all, I see opportunity. I'm an opportunist. Yeah, you heard what I say. I'm an opportunist. He said this in the first album. He saw opportunity and he took it.
That's so funny that people actually. Also, we should just overall stop looking for celebrities for advice on their normal relationship. They have weird ass. They're weird.
Like to be,
when you go to LA, you become weird. That's just what it is.
That's true.
You go to LA, you become weird.
LA, Atlanta, Miami, anywhere that's actually not where you're rooted at. You typically, like when you kind of uproot yourself and you're something and you've had to become successful a certain way. He's weird not just because of that. He's weird because most people who are in the tops of the top are weird because you've had to do things that other people don't have to do in order to be successful or happy. And
I mean, we literally take advice from a city where everybody is trying to pretend.
This is great right here. All dubs. First off, I'm a motherfucker G. And I'll never let a bitch little bow wow me because I am a hood nigga. Anyways, man. All right, let's do this thing right here, man. Everybody, give me one more hand raise, guys, if you want to get into this ticket stuff, man. Appreciate y'all for bearing with me for that. Damian Adams, Jeezy, he is the work boyfriend. That is the work husband. Grant Gray said add him. Did we put D Shaw in there? Eric put Jeezy's trying to make eye contact because that's what solidifies the hypnosis. You look into them eyes. Let me get you. Did you see what Cameron did to that dude's wife? We talked about, was it Joe Smith's wife doing the OnlyFans, going back to being porn star?
Oh yeah.
Cam was like, how much? She said she has like a naked cleaning business or something. Like, he's like, how much would it cost to get you to do it? I was like, Cam, a wild boy.
Oh wow. Yeah, he is.
Aaron Cobb wants to be added. Primetime Mac. Tanisha. Damien. Damn, Damien, I keep forgetting about that shit. I need you to inbox me again, Damien. B Lynn, put B Lynn on there. Snoop, you ain't put that bitch in before 10:15, bro.
It's the non-greens.
Yeah. Give my boy Terry Lloyd, get him too, because he became a member. We got Grant. You put Grant on there?
No, Grant. What?
Grant Gray. Grant, ain't you playing in the damn band? What do you need tickets for? Real Master. Bad guy. I don't know if Rosalind is waving her hand. Oh, fair. You know, Grant, damn it, you're a good son. Good son. But she's a Gator fan.
But she's a member.
Yeah.
What about who's our guy? Are you fans?
Luke. I don't think Luke put his name up there.
If you're not a member, you gotta.
Hey, Snoop. Hey, give Snoop 2. Give Snoop 2. Give Snoop 2. Shit, fuck that. $4.
Okay, Eric, what about you? You want to be on here?
Oh man. Oh. Oh man. That shit cracked me up right there. Oh man. We did put Jack Hole Noel in there. That's my boy Teddy P.
Jack Hole Noel?
Yeah. He did put it in before that.
So if you weren't here earlier, if you're not a member, you have to get it in before 10:15, you said?
It was before I said the first 30 minutes, then you gotta listen to the whole goddamn show. Matter of fact, we put that thing on the and you're not here and you don't answer quick enough. Going right to the next one. We're going right to the next one. All right, man. We only got a couple more minutes, man. I don't even know how long we done this, man. How long we been on this thing.
I got you, Jeff. You're here all the time.
Yeah.
I got you, Jeff.
Side note too, if you're trying to come to the tailgate, it's still $50 right now.
All you guys, you can check, see if your name's on there. If it's not, give me a shout. Put a little hand emoji. We'll look for your name. Get on there. Oh boy.
All right. Let's go. We got all dubs in there?
No.
All right. All right. That's crazy that we got. I know we don't got 58 names in there.
No way.
I'm just saying we got 58 people. I guess everybody got that. Oh, we got Terry's crossing his fingers. All right. Did you put Adrian in there?
Adrian, I don't believe so. Sorry, Adrian, what about there's another one who's always on here.
No, you already got Tanisha got 2 things.
Okay.
Whoa. Time out. All right, we just got $100.
Give my spot to someone.
Eric Andrew put, hope everyone is having a great day. All right, so all right, we're gonna do 2. So we're gonna do 2 drawings, not for 2 tickets. We're gonna give away. So what we'll do is we're gonna do the should I do the first one? Should that be like a I'm gonna give away 2 tailgate. Should I give them a pair of tailgate tickets? Or should I give them away? Or should I give away 2 separate ones?
You can. How about we do another on Friday? That way, you give them a reason to come back, and you have time to think about.
All right, I'll figure out. We'll do a giveaway on Friday. Right now, because man, that was dope, Andrew. I appreciate the $100. We will give a giveaway on Friday because of Andrew. That was dope.
People say we do so much for clicks in the comments, be pissing me off. How much we give away on the show?
Yeah, damn.
Okay, Andrew. Shout out to Andrew.
Yeah, appreciate that, Andrew. That was dope. All right, let's go ahead and see who. Tanisha's 8 Mile Lady. Tanisha, she's got 2, but she didn't put the first. She could have got 2, but she didn't put the white one in. So she put the green one. The green one gets, but the white one didn't get it. Roll with this one.
Okay.
No fucking way. No fucking way. That's crazy. All right, well, shout out to Teddy P. Teddy Teddy P, happy birthday. You won a pair of tickets. Teddy P actually played with me in high school. Yeah. So damn, that's crazy. Like I didn't expect that. I really didn't expect that. That was kind of wild. I was
It was randomly so close.
wait a minute, no way, for real?
B-Lin was here. I swear he's been close the last couple of weeks.
It's literally on B-Lin right now. That's what's oh, that stinks, man. That stinks, man. But yeah. All right, man. Happy birthday to that. We'll see you guys on Friday. We'll give away a pair. We may give a couple sets of. We may give a. That's the value. We may give away a couple pairs of tickets to the tailgate. So if you can't go to the game, come to the tailgate. We got a bunch of softball players and a whole bunch of other people supposed to be sliding through. So you can meet some of your favorite Knowles. I don't know what former players are coming. I was talking with Dub. He may be coming. He may not. He's got some stuff going on. So outside of that, if you are available, I will put it in the community chat that we'll be breaking down film. Yeah, we'll be breaking down UF film. I'm not UF, excuse me, film. And so if you want to come and do that live, costs absolutely nothing to do that. Just come hang out, kick it with me. But you do have to go find the link because it's in StreamYard. It's a closed loop, so we don't get shut down while we're breaking it down. So we'll be doing that at about 2 o'clock, not 1 o'clock. We'll be doing that about 2 o'clock. So appreciate everybody for chopping it up with me. And we will see you guys on Friday. No, well, eventually, I guess. Yeah.